Hello everybody, welcome to a quick video about the Winter Nexus event 2020. It's sort of similar to what we had last year. There are combat sites, the hacking sites as well as mining sites in the low sec, high sec and null sec. Plus there is one special super hard combat site in null sec as well as in low sec where you will meet dreads, so be careful there. Other than that, the harshest combat sites are in low sec as well as the best paying data sites. They are yellow hacks, the data sites, in low sec. In high sec they are green. In null sec I believe the hacks are also green. The data sites are level 4 signatures to be scanned down, whereas the combat sites also pay best in low sec. And then you have the second version, paying a bit less in null sec, and the easiest one with the combat sites in high sec. Each of these three sites have different names. You don't have to scan them down though, just go to a meta-liminal storm. You can go to your map settings. The geography statistics section does have a meta-liminal storm entry. Just click that and you will find some of these storms. Also you can use the filaments, the low sec, high sec and null sec filaments to get teleported into the eye of a storm, where the most sites sort of spawn, and the storm usually extends 2-3 jumps from the core or from the center of this storm, where also sites will spawn. Let's have a look at the combat site in high sec. I will explain though what the differences are to low sec as well, plus I will drop some fits in the video description. You will also get a link to the video about wave riding last year. It seems to work pretty much the same like before. That relates to the data hacking and can make you quite a bit of money during this event. Alright, let's hop into the combat site, the high sec one. What you're seeing here is the high sec Loki fit. It uses projectile for kind of performance reasons. This fit here with max skills allows you to run the high sec sites in less than 5 minutes, which is pretty nice. Upon warp in, you are faced with a gate, which then brings you to the only room the site has. After like 30 seconds, the initial wave spawns, which is sort of randomized. You can get some cruisers up to battle cruisers. There are no destroyers, but you will also see a couple of frigates there in the sites. The frigates, or all rats, can scram, not all, depending on the type of rat, they can scram you, web you, disrupt you, and newt you. There is no guidance disruption or target disruption at the sites. All the rats at the end want to orbit quite close, so the frigates are coming in sub 5 kilometers, pretty easy to deal with. The cruisers and battle cruisers gonna stay around 10. If you approach and have a web, this is gonna work out nicely. I chose to have a setup with a 14 kilometer web here, and good tracking gunnery, that being the projectile. Feel free to check out the link in the video description. In terms of waves, in high sec you will get one wave and then the boss. In the low sec and null sec sites there are 2 waves, and after that the boss spawns. The high sec site boss is 2 million ISK in bounties. The low sec one is 15 million, and I believe 10 million is the null sec boss in terms of bounty. All the other rats do have bounties as well, but they're not that important. So you get some bounties out of the combat sites, plus obviously loot drops this year again. We got boosters, we got accelerators, we have some skins, we get the agency boosters as well, plus overseers effects. You know, the bulky things that may or may not be super valuable and clog up your cargo. I'm about to finish the first wave here, and then we will face the boss already. For the low sec sites, I was using a ham Loki. That one is also linked in the video description. I would not recommend to run the high sec Loki here in low sec as well. Your tank will probably not be enough, so stay safe out there. Okay, wave number 1 is done here. You might have also seen that the drone aggro is quite significant, so you have to watch out for that a little bit as well. I understand if you have bonus drones, as in HP, you probably don't have that much of a bad time with drones, but generally I'm more of a guns guy during the events. And here we go, let's hit the boss. The boss itself also warp disrupts, and once you're in range, he will apply web. He seems to have 14 kilometers webbing range as well, as you can see. The boss are generally the rats. They have a lot of shield hit points and are vulnerable with EM for shields, but once they are in armor, they have a high kind of EM resistance there. Hitting the boss, especially in armor, could be benefiting of using explosive ammunition, but I found like changing the ammunition type usually is the same as continuously shooting ammo that is a bit less effective, so I kept using my EMP ammo here with the projectile. And you can see the boss, once in armor, is still going down kind of okay-ish. Also, the boss does have some shield boosts at a time, and if you have the explosive ammo for armor, you sometimes hit into the shield and then it's not as effective either. So I guess just staying with EM ammo isn't the worst thing to do. In terms of loot, I don't think it's worth it salvaging this stuff, and the only rat that drops something is the boss. I haven't seen any other rat dropping loot, so you can just skip the mobile tractor unit. Not needed here. And there we go, boss is dead. 2 million ISK of bounty in high sec as mentioned, and all there is to do now is looting said boss. I did not gather any information on how the mining sites work, so you will have to figure out or find that information elsewhere. Thanks a ton for watching, and make some ISK during the event. Best of luck.